Alright guys, I want to show you I've got a leak in my shower head here, and when I turn on the water, you can see that it's coming out right there, okay? So, when you first see this, natural instinct is to freak out and think, great, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money, but this is a very easy fix. If it's something very similar to the one I have. Underneath that little rubber boot is Teflon tape and this little tightener piece you're going to undo. So number one, go to your water line and shut it off. That's going to relieve the pressure. Let this water drain out and loosen up this piece. Grab some Teflon tape, and basically what has happened over the years, this Teflon tape has taken a little bit of wear and the seal has kind of been loosened and opened a little bit, allowing that water to get out. Once you grab that Teflon tape, we're going to wrap it around. Okay, and on our specific unit, it's this little switch right here. Sorry, it's got a little dirty, but okay, you just flip it up like that, and it turns off the water flow. Okay, after you guys turn off that pressure switch, you're going to want to come back in here. You're going to want to turn on the water. What it's going to do is it's going to relieve all that pressure and the water inside the lines throughout the walls, and it's going to allow you to work on this project without water spraying all over the room and getting everything dirty and messy, at the same time spraying in your face so you couldn't see what you're actually doing. So this is kind of an important step. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on the water, and you're going to notice the pressure of the water is going to diminish over time. Okay. Okay, and it's starting to slowly get down and down. Okay. You let this go until it drains. Okay, I've been letting it run for about 3 minutes, and there's some pretty good pressure built up, which is good. It shows me I have a good pressure system in a tank. So after that, I'm going to lift up this boot here, and again, where that Teflon tape, this white tape is, over time it just kind of gives way. As you can see, it's starting to peel off pretty quick. I'm going to grab some gloves. I'm going to twist this piece off and let that final bit of water drain out, and I'm going to re-Teflon tape this. Sneak peek at what it looks like after I took the piece off. So at this point, guys, just pull off this old Teflon tape. It's worn out. I can't tell you how many years it's been on here. And clean out all the grooves carefully. Get it all out of there. Okay, you notice how it's starting to fall apart here. Okay. So again, just clean this area thoroughly. Get all that Teflon tape off there. Alright, after thoroughly cleaning the water line that goes into your shower head, your Teflon tape here, you just pop it off like that. That little white ring comes out. Guys, this is very beneficial and wonderful tape when it's applied on correctly. So I'm just going to take this tape and I'm going to wrap it around and around and around, and then what I'm going to do, you want to apply it pretty tight, okay? And if you get too much on there, you're not going to be able to put the actual shower head back on. So be careful when it comes to, you know, making that determination on how much to use. But I would maybe take it around 5 times and work it with your fingers into the grooves. I know I still have a little bit of old stuff on there, but that is so deep in there. I've got it all dry, and again, use your finger as you apply it to thoroughly mold it into the grooves. That's what it looks like after I got done putting the Teflon tape on. Again, as you put on that tape, it's not sticky at all, okay? So keep that in mind. You're going to need to apply a little bit of pressure as you move it around this tip here, okay? And just kind of work it in Keep it tight. And on the bottom end here, just kind of clean out that part that connects back onto it, and you're just going to reconnect this. Alright guys, I got that piece back on. The Teflon tape is on there pretty good, and use a little bit of strength to tighten this down. And also for this piece, for example, there is a little bit of gap in between here. I'm going to tighten up this part now. So before I did this with the Teflon tape, I'm going to use some Teflon tape, put it here, tighten that back up, and we'll test it here shortly. Okay, I've got this piece off and dry this whole entire area right here. You don't want to put on the Teflon tape when it's wet, so get that all dry. And I'm going to, again, just kind of set that. Let's see, there we go. There. And again, just work it around the grooves. Sorry about the camera, but and just kind of use your finger to get in. Maybe I'll get a better view as I come around this end. Okay, and again, just keep it tight, work it around into those grooves, and do maybe 5 swipes around. Alright, after undoing this, bring this over here, and I want to point something out. There are little gaskets inside. Each of them is going to be different, so your model might be a little different. You'll notice the groove in there, and you'll put the other side down so it looks like that. This little rubber gasket's going to go inside here, and you're going to tighten it back up. There's the switch. You can kind of hear the tank pressurizing again. Let's head back to the shower. Okay, final step. We've got the water line repressurized. We've got Teflon tape inserted, tightened down, took this off, realigned the gaskets, put the Teflon tape on, and tighten that down. Here comes the water. Hopefully no leaks if it was done correctly. Okay. Water's flowing out of the faucet head there, or shower head, and no leaks, guys. We did good. I hope this helps. I hope it saves you some money. And guys, do me a favor, like the channel, or like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you feel like supporting the channel, awesome, you guys rock. Thanks again.